Fayetteville, and whoop, pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. They get to him as he throws. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. These RPOs have really evolved. At one time, it was just a short pass, a little hot pass you would look for every now and then. This time they took a shot off of it.
And these RPOs have changed coverages for the defenses. I mean, the zone coverage nowadays is out the window because I got to find a way to somehow match up with you and take away all that short stuff. Okay, well, my answer is now I'm going to take shots down the field. Great job by the defense understanding what they were seeing.
The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air. It's Knight. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those 1st downs. Get those big chunks.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Quickly complete. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down coming up.
And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's going to run it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Uncorks it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's got it. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Toss to the left. Nice move to keep running. Finds Zach Freeze, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Shows him the stiff arm. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
He'll pull it down. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down. First and 10 again.
The Razorbacks will line it up on first and 10. The give out of the gun. And he is stopped immediately. Defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Green. Catch in the middle, it's Clapp. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Just a short pass to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He gets it out quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looking to throw again. Quarterback extends the play. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Knight. He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls it in on the left. Turning it on. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Card in the backfield. It's Singleton. Across the 25. He's got room. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That play right there may take a year off of the head coach's life. He thought his offense was going in for an easy score. They fumbled it, could have been a disaster, but very lucky to pounce on it, and they get the touchdown regardless.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Creates a little space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Green. Snagged in the middle, it's Clapp. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun. Fires left. It's caught downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window, and he did that right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Man, this defense has their hands full today, because not only do they have to worry about the running backs, and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Green. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This one's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And the Razorbacks looking to convert on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need 6s.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's got it on the run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 15, here's the return. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line, making side adjustments here. They'll send the back in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now, I tell you, Auburn is known for playmakers on defense, and one guy who could have a massive impact on a turnaround is Keldrick Falk. David, 7 sacks a year ago, could be a top 10 pick next year.
Yeah, it's just so fun. It seems like Auburn finds these guys every single year. They've always got those guys that are fast, that are athletic, that can run, and they build their defense around them, and this is a guy that they'll do it again this year, and that's why Auburn's defense is going to be good.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Green. Here's a heat. He's going for a big play downfield. It's a seam wide open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this. Obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Big fella moving. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker?
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quick handoff. Powers through the defender. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing.
He's loose on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Getting set on 2nd down. Using his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you can tell if the QB wants to run, he's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays when I can be physical and really make him.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll break up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Finding an escape route. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Might be changing the route. They'll move the tight end. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Keeps it going. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. On fourth down, looking to pass. Time to take a shot. Intercepted for the 11th time. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Singleton. Got room to work. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Auburn. And that one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield, it's Green. Makes the grab. It's Washington. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Brown. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
There he goes! Nice pick up there, gets him the first down, and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. Don't see that too often.
And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Caught behind the line. It's Washington.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Razorbacks are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Unleashes one deep. And it's caught! Touchdown, Razorbacks! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Dropping back, it's Knight. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback keeps it. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over Stanford. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Washington. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Little touch pass to the receiver. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a man. It's Green. Makes the grab on the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Russell. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get into the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Buying some time. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. perfect run to get out of trouble.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and then next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Under fire. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Arkansas! A great catch and run for 6.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? You kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
Back to pass, it's Green. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. The clock reads 19 seconds. Onside kick coming. They have to get it to have a chance to win. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.